Welcome, Leo. This is Solomon. These are going to be your messages for the month of April of 2017, primarily focusing on your love life, but these are general energies as well. So be open to what these may mean for you and your situation, all right? So emotionally, these are your emotions for the month. And you do have the Sun as a major arcana in reverse. We had the 10 of Cups in the upright position, the 2 of Cups in the Star, all right, as a major arcana. So this little mini spread to me is saying here that something is worth being excited about in some way, emotionally, for sure. You do have 2 cup cards, but you have the Sun here, which is about sadness. Sometimes it's like the loss of something where you're still thinking about someone from the past, and it could be a Leo. You could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer for some of you. Maybe the Leo is someone that's in your past. It could be another fire sign. It doesn't have to be, but it could be any other person. But I feel like, there is like this transition at the top, as you kind of allow things to kind of mellow and simmer down in a way, you move into this happiness. There's something new there, a soulmate connection, a bond of unconditional love where there's mutual understanding, harmony, there's growth, there's power, there's magic here, there's a lot of faith and hope that you can tap into when it comes to this relationship or connection. So to even start out this month, you have some beautiful energy to start out April with. So this could be coming from the end of March. You could have been experiencing some of this energy. So, the Star is like the wish card. It could be meaning entertainment. You could be traveling out and about, enjoying yourself in some kind of way creatively. You could have some kind of hidden talent within you, a gift of some kind being given to you. And this could be a blessing in disguise if you make a connection with another person, because I feel like a lot of you are faithful, you are loyal, you have been to another person. It doesn't mean that everyone has been experiencing that kind of energy or giving it off, which could say that that's why the Sun is there, because some of you could have hurt another person in some way and you may not have been taking responsibility. So this is like that regret energy, moving on from someone because someone else, for others of you, this is flipped. All right. It's like for some, you are, just the Sun in your partner. Maybe, you see them as being happy and with someone new in a way. So you're kind of looking at that relationship or them kind of thinking about, darn, that could have been us kind of thing. But for the majority of you, I feel like, you're reflecting the bottom energy where the Star is. So something is going to have you smile. Take advantage of it. For a lot of you, you have not been smiling so much because I felt the energies that you have been experiencing for some time, and a lot of it has been dealing with that 8th and the 9th house, of transformation, of death, of moving on, of a lot of healing, sorrows and pains, and of the deep regrets that you may have been having, or secrets that you've been holding back, or vice versa. So sometimes you keep so many things to your chest because of that loyalty, not really wanting to reveal all to another person, which could lead to a lot of anger or resentment towards another person and being hostile. But I feel like there's something there, a marriage, proposal, going out on dates, being inspired because you may run into someone new, or even if you're a singer or writer, get into sports and different things like that. Something joyous is happening emotionally for a lot of you. Also, up and down with that Sun in reverse. Okay, so that is your emotions for the month of April. So Leo, I did have to make a situational change, as you can see that the room is white here. Now, in the position of your advice, we do have the Tower. We have the King of Swords. We have the 10 of Cups again, along with the 2 of Cups and the Star. These cards came out again, and I'm like, So there is some kind of joy to be had for sure. The Tower comes in when there needs to be some kind of change to a situation or a circumstance that you are dealing with, and a lot of times this is in a positive sense. If you're needing a lawyer, if you're needing some kind of help or someone to assist you in some way, where you've had enough of somebody's whether it's small talk, whether it's threats or whatever it could be, or say if someone has been released from prison, or you've been waiting to kind of see them in some way. The tower could mean many different things, a blessing in disguise in some way. But, and sometimes it's like if some of you have been needing some kind of counseling or therapy of anything like that, that could kind of help you and spur you on in a positive direction because you received some kind of advice from a counselor or a spiritual advisor or something in that nature. So, the tower could be many different things, and especially when it comes to a job, you may receive a promotion. You may start working with your partner to some capacity in a way, but I do see the Two of Cups is there. Soulmate potential, connection, dating, getting to know someone new, which brings a lot of happiness and joy. Maybe you've been waiting for a while to let go of. This could be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You could be dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, or any other sign. But something happens, but I do feel it's in a positive sense, not the negative sense for, many of you out there. So be open to allowing this to progress. When a tower comes in through advice, it's saying here, cut the ties, let go of who at certain places, maybe it's a job, a relationship, or marriage, to get some kind of help to release you from the restrictions and that kind of emotional instability that some of you could have been going through. And as you do that, as you let that go, there's something on the other side of the mountain or that rainbow that's waiting for you to kind of embrace. So, be open to this reunion, for a lot of you out there, or running into someone new. And you can only do that when you're like, this is it, that's it of this situation, so I can move forward. And you have to be truthful, telling the truth about how you feel and what needs to change. And then as you stand your ground, as you are serious about a certain matter, then you can grow into a new reality, so to speak, and experience this magic. That's what it looks like to me. Okay, so let's get into the energies of the outcome. So in the outcome position, you have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, you have the Fool as a major arcana, the Hierophant as a major arcana, and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So some of you could be dealing with financial losses when it comes to alimony, your marriage, facing some legal matters, or, joint resources with your partner, your romantic partner, or your home in some way. Some of you could be moving, and this may be some issues. Maybe, sometimes you may not see the eye to eye with a certain person spiritually, your certain beliefs may not have met with one another. So this Hierophant could be that card of like that unrequited love, it's something that's not going to work out even if you've tried over and over again. And then you can kind of see the Fool as going towards the unknown. Remember, I was telling you about that tower energy of something changing, something coming in this month that brings about some kind of change on a positive note. But on the other hand, you want to be careful of the money that you may be spending. Sometimes it's spending too much through depression, through worrying and strain. But sometimes if you do have a new job or something that you're working on creatively, it may not be bringing in the money that you like at this time. So many of you could be having worries about financial stability and security. So the universe is saying that you need to let go of that fear, because I feel that if you have been stuck in a marriage or a relationship that has not been emotionally satisfying or gratifying to you in any kind of way, that was doing more harm to you than you actually realize, financially and emotionally. So it's like you have to leave that in the past, let that go. Just try to do your best with facing that energy, and then you can experience some kind of magic. You could be dealing with a Taurus or an Aries for some of you out there, not all. But I do see like new beginnings here. But just watch your spending habits. Some of you may have bad spending habits, and maybe this is the reason or the cause of separation in a unit where someone is kind of a burden to someone else because they're not able to kind of take care of themselves financially in some way. So there does seem to be some kind of a loss. Maybe somebody's maybe retiring or thinking about retiring a bit early, or thinking about the moves that they need to make. Okay, because the Fool is someone who is taking a risk, a well calculated one at times, a younger energy, but it's like, okay, he looks around and it's like it takes a leap of faith. In reverse, that means that, it's a risk taker. Sometimes you're not calculating things, putting your money, making bets, gambling at times. Sometimes this could be around the home where someone is stealing money from a relative, from a family member or something like that, and possibly get caught. That kind of situation happens, and you could be experiencing a reality of that kind of experience. So just be mindful of that. Just be mindful of the spending that may come within your situation. All right. But the Fool is something that you want to see, new beginnings for a lot of you, and be inspired by that type of outcome. Okay, so let's get into what Doreen Virtue has for you. So from Doreen Virtue, the Romance Angels, we do have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. You have children. It says your love life is being affected by children. Then you have deception. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. And when I went to deception, I always like to clarify it to bring out energies as to what could possibly be going on here. And you have the Three of Cups in reverse, and then you have the Ace of Cups. So the Three of Cups could mean a three-way situation that's going on with some of you out there. And it's like you like to release yourself from that situation because you're in love with someone else. Or vice versa, someone is in love with another person and they are still holding on to you in a way just because that kind of energy could be coming out. And it's almost as if someone is kind of being a servant, in a just staying there because it's all that they know, it's all that they've been used to for some degree. So there needs to be a conversation, or has been, about that kind of situation where another person could have been giving gifts to someone else, and that could have been something that's been done underhandedly. And this could have been someone that you've known from the past, that you have had children with in a way, But deception doesn't necessarily, for everybody, is going to mean it in that way, because deception could come about to where someone is not revealing their emotions to you, or vice versa, where you're not revealing your emotions to someone else because you're blocked by a third party or someone from your past, because you have Ace of Cups there. So a lot of times this could be where someone has had a child in a tricky, sticky situation, and they don't want to be honest about how that has happened. So that does go on. So that's potentially, and some of you could also be dealing with energies where you're taking care of a family, of a relative of some kind. It could be an older woman who you're needing to help out that may not be able to kind of take care of herself in some way. But the card I do want to read for you is the card of engagement, because I feel with the positive energy that we was reading up into, that's the card. But just be aware of these energies as well. Children could have some kind of connection for you. And we're gonna put the book here. Okay, and we have engagement. I'm gonna read that card for you. Okay. Congratulations. This card signals pending nuptials, beginning with a romantic engagement. Even if you're not presently in a relationship, the romance angels can see one upon your horizon. This card comes to you as reassurance, specifically so that you'll choose to release any worries about whether you'll get married, because you will. Deep romantic love, in which you feel treasured, is in the cards for you. The deeper meaning of this card relates to commitment. First, you commit to taking care of yourself. You establish boundaries about what you will and won't accept in your relationships and in other areas of life, such as career, home, lifestyle, and so on. Next, you honor your self-commitment by taking decisive action and telling others how you truthfully feel about their behavior. As you commit to yourself, the universe sends you additional experiences of loving commitment, including the promise of marriage. All right. So, very good energy there. I hope that these messages resonated with your situation in some way. If you would like a private reading, you can always come to me via my Facebook page, or you can email me to set up something that's going to be for you. Those links will be in the description of the video. Much love and much light.